December 2nd, 1996. It's too cold to be out here. The boss is telling us to go and find a mouse for some unknown reason. He says it's necessary for an experiment. I don't know why we have to do this in the freezing cold, but the boss says it must be done now. December 12th, 1996. We finally found the mouse the boss wanted. At least we get to escape this horrid weather. Although I still wonder what the boss wanted with this stupid thing. December 28th, 1996. I finally get back to work after the holiday. The boss tells me he's been working on the project throughout the holiday week. Figures, he doesn't have a family to get home to. His son left almost a year ago after the boss's wife died. Now he just sits there with his cat at his side, staring out the window for most of the workday. January 3rd, 1997. The boss has named this project Project P, but he says he has already planned for many more experiments in the near future. I wonder what he's doing. January 18th, 1997. Project P is going on wonderfully, the boss keeps saying, yet he never shows us what Project P really is. I asked him about it, but he just keeps saying it's a surprise. January 29th, 1997. I got a peek inside the Project P room. I saw giant spheres filled with creatures. I don't know any better word to describe those things I saw in that room. One thing I saw in there was a large red-orange lizard, and I swear I saw the mouse from before, only bigger. February 8th, 1997. The boss has told us that he wants more animals and other living organisms for Project P. Great, just more time outside of the workplace. But that's not a good thing. February 26th, 1997. All the animals the boss has requested are now in the Project P room. However, I don't see the boss's cat anywhere anymore. I'll be honest, I'm very concerned. March 3rd, 1997. I got into the Project P room, only to see large mutated animals, plants, and other creatures inside the spheres. I didn't understand some of them. Many of the creatures looked like monsters with gross or disfigured body parts. These looked like animals. They were suffering. Also, inside the room was a large machine that appeared to give power to the spheres. I saw images on the screen, as well as types of coding. One image was of a sphere, much like the ones the creatures are in now. A piece of coding, but I couldn't understand it. I can't remember enough to write it down. I got out without anyone noticing, I think. March 15th, 1997. The boss has called Professor O, one of my friends, into his office. I wonder what he wants. March 17th, 1997. Professor O is gone, and nobody has any idea where he is. Something might have happened with his grandson or something. Hope it's nothing serious. March 18th, 1997. When I looked inside of the Project P room again, I noticed 3 of the creatures were missing. The disappearance of O and now 3 of the creatures? Are they connected somehow? March 19th, 1997. The creatures broke out. I will not forget a second of the event. The boss ran out of the Project P room screaming in terror. I ran into the room to see what scared the boss. Inside I saw hundreds of creatures running around, attacking and shredding the others in their claws, burning them with fire and other gruesome ways. One creature blasted a hole into the back wall. As the creatures escaped, one creature caught my eye. The large mouse we found. The mouse ran to the machine that I saw that was feeding him information and destroyed it with its tail, which seemed too strong to be natural. The assault on the machine sent extreme electrical shocks in the air and rounded them back to a mouse. After a couple of seconds, the mouse got up and ran out of the room. Luckily, the boss was unharmed, except for a few cuts. March 24th, 1997. The outbreak of creatures has spread throughout the world. Humans have quickly grown to accepting these strange things as if they've been there since the beginning of time. The boss has told us to get back at least some of the creatures that escaped from the base. Meanwhile, we are trying to get the sphere-shaped object that allows the retrieval of one of these monstrous beings. Sadly, most of the world already owns these capturing tools. March 29th, 1997. As we stand hand in hand, we should all go and obtain the creatures that have escaped the possession of our boss. With these R's on our chests, we shall not fail our boss. April 1st, 1997. Professor O contacted me, saying he just gave one of the creatures to a boy. He said he was a bit of a fuss, but he got them both to settle eventually. I felt so bad telling them the three were gone, Bo said to me. But it was so nice to see his face when I gave him the newest one and said to him, its name is Pikachu. Looks like me and Jesse know who the next creatures we're going to get.